Hi and welcome to OTC. I'm your host, Buddy1927. We are continuing our talk about the crews today. In part 2, we are talking about the major qualifications. Each crew members fill one of 5 roles within the vehicle. Each role performs a specific jobs. These 5 roles are referred to in the game as major qualifications of the crew members. And they include the commander, the gunner, the driver, radio operator, and the loader. The major qualifications are referred to as an indicator crew member health graphically in the battle interface by these icons. Next is the proficiency for each crew member, the combined total of his experience, the training level in his major qualifications, and the levels of each and every skill or perk he has acquired, all combined to contribute his overall proficiency. The degree of proficiency for each individual crew members is important because the factor contributing to it are all used in the game mechanics calculations. The crew member's proficiency directly affects and improves the properties of certain modules installed on his vehicles, the respective handling and performance, the characteristics of these modules, and the vehicle's overall performance in the battle. The proficiency of the crew members also impact the speed at which damaged modules are repaired and whether fires are extinguished before it is too late. The proficiency also affects the effectiveness of camouflage, hiding the vehicle from its enemies. Next, we are talking about the crew's proficiency. The commander. The commander's principal job is to spot the enemy vehicles. The commander's degree of proficiency affects his view range. The more proficient the commander, the greater the distance at which the enemy can be spotted at. Next is the gunner. The gunner's principal job is to aim and fire the vehicle's main gun. The gunner's degree of proficiency directly affects the aiming speed at which the sights lock on to the target, the accuracy of each of the shot, and the turret's traverse speed. The more proficient the gunner, the better the shots he will make. Next is the driver. The driver's principal job is to drive and maneuver the vehicle. The driver's degree of proficiency directly affects the movement and maneuverability of the vehicle, including acceleration, top speed, terrain resistance, and hull traverse speeds. The more proficient the driver, the better the vehicle will maneuver. Next is the radio operator. The radio operator's principal job is to communicate with allies. The radio operator's degree of proficiency directly affects the radio or the signal range of the vehicle. The vehicle can communicate with any allied vehicles whose signal range overlaps its own. Any vehicle, friend or foe, which are spotted by any ally vehicle within the signal range will also communicate and be displayed on the player's minimap. This provides a battlefield situational awareness which can be a decisive tactical and advantage. The more proficient the radio operator, the greater the distance that the vehicle can communicate with allies and thereby spot enemy vehicles. Next, but not least, is the loader. The loader's principal job is loading the next round into the main gun. Each loader's proficiency directly affects how fast the next shell is loaded, and the more proficient the loaders, the faster the gun reloads. Next is the multiple major qualifications. Some vehicles, particularly large caliber SPGs and TDs, may require a crew of 6 members and include a second loader. The M2 medium tanks require a crew of 6, 2 of whom are radio operators. The T1 heavy tank and the M6 each carry a crew of 6 with 2 gunners. Other vehicles may require a crew of only 2, 3, or 4 crew members, less than the 5 major qualifications. Small light tanks with a crew of only 2 usually include a commander and a driver. In such cases, the game mechanics calculations require crew members to perform additional roles. For example, in the MS-1, the commander also fills the secondary roles of gunner, radio operator, and loader, while the driver only drives. I hope this helped you understand the major qualifications of the crew. In the next episode, we'll be talking about crew management. If you like this episode, please like us on YouTube. If you have comments about this video series, please leave your comments on YouTube, or if you're a NAFTA member, leave your comments on our NAFTA forum. I'd like to thank you again for watching this episode, and have a great day, and leave some thanks for me.